Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing great out there. So today, what are we going to be doing? Today we're going to be running around a little bit. First things first, I'm going to hit the gym. Right, we just dropped off our daughter at school, and now we're going to go. Today, I'm going to be installing an electronic lock, okay? So I just brought this back from Canada. I've been delaying the process, I know. But I'm going to get that done today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to Unidos, and I'm going to go through that process because you might have to do this as well. I'm going to go over there. I got to get a few bits. Okay, I got to drill a few holes, and I'm going to get that lock installed today. So today we're going to be leaving Cap Cana. We're going to drive out to Unidos, going to find this thing, and I'm going to take you along and show you exactly how you can do it, because I guarantee you might have to do the same thing. All right, guys, enjoy the day. Come along with me for the ride. We'll see how today pans out for us. Let's do it. All done at the gym. Now what I'm going to be doing in this part of it is we're going to zip you guys down to Unidos, and at Unidos what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking for a couple things, and on this trip I'm going to try to accomplish a few things because the traffic is pretty it can be intense if you go at the wrong time of day from Cap Cana, Punta Cana Resorts, Punta Cana Village area towards Unidos. And I'm going to go a little bit further. Getting to Unidos isn't bad, but going further to the city center area, that gets a little bit crazy, or really crazy depending on the time you go. So I'm going to be doing a couple things. One is looking for that bit that you guys are going to need if you are installing a digital lock. Go ahead and do it yourself. It's easy, guys, if you have a little bit of know-how. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be converting some Canadian money for you Canadians. I'm going to convert some Canadian money over to pesos. Okay, let's see how that works. I'm going to show you where we do that, and we're going to be heading into Bavaro area to do that. All right, guys, let's do it. The drive leaving Cap Cana. I'd like to share with you because I never know who is watching and when, but I want you guys to understand it's pretty damn cool how this does not seem like your stereotypical Dominican Republic drive to the supermarket. All right, this is well, superstore. That's what I call Unidos, a superstore. Everything you need is there. But I'm going to show you really quick as well the updates of what's going on here. I've been showing you guys some of the construction happening here in Cap Cana. They're building a new expressway, but look at the progress, guys. As you know, I've been gone for a few days, and but look at how these guys are flying through this stuff. The curbs, they started pouring the curbs yesterday. You can see the curbs are poured. The road is getting ready to connect here. These guys are loading that dozer up. You can see how the road's coming out right here, and it's shooting all the way down. Guys, the lights are already on. It looks very spectacular. When you look all the way down there, the lights are already on. Since I've shared some of the progress here on the towards Unidos and towards the city center and, you know, Bavaro, but have a look at this, guys. Look how beautiful this is. This is right outside the airport. Let me go ahead and show you. There's Cap Cana over there. There's the airport, and look at this, guys. And they are throwing so many resources at this, constantly cleaning, constantly improving, all new lights, LED lights, and look at the work going on here, guys. This is, you know, the Punta Cana group is not playing around. They're sodding everything, okay? They're putting sod everywhere. It just looks stunning. It looks beautiful, and the overpass has been completely done. If you haven't been here lately, you're going to experience this overpass. I'm going to share a quick tip with you on this overpass, though. So right here, pretty cool. You see people park and watch jets come in. There's the runway. There's a plane getting ready to take off, actually. How cool is that? But here's the tip, guys. If you are tempted to floor it because of a brand new road and you're excited, watch right here at the top. Don't do it, because you will be airborne, okay? You will be airborne. There's a little bump there you got to watch out for. All right, guys, we're here at Unidos. That's how quick it is. A few seconds and you're there. Got to make a left-hand turn into it when you come down from Cap Cana. Guys, just remember when you're driving here, be patient and understand there is no right of way. If you're in front, you go. And if you're not in front, you wait. So don't get all uptight. There's no right of way type of shit here. It's just get your nose out there and move. If you don't, then wait, let the person go, and don't get angry. Just like that. See, he just pulled right in front of me. No worries, no problem. Head on into Unidos. I got a few things to grab. I'm going to grab a little digital watch gift for Elle. Valentine's Day is coming up. She really wanted one. I'm going to grab a ladder for the house, and I'm also going to get those little bits, and I'm going to show you exactly how to get those so you can install your digital locks. Just that. So you need a 1 inch and you need a 2 inch. And these guys are going to grab it for you right here. So it's pretty easy. You come in here and you grab it. All the way through here, they got everything you need. Very easy. and simple. So it looks like we're on our way. Let's see if they got it. ¿Cuánto cuesta? So I went ahead and got this little thing too. It's pretty cool. It cost me 14 bucks. This is dirt cheap, guys. This is dirt cheap. This is only like $4. This is insanely cheap. All right, the next thing here, guys, you can see how many ladders they got. I'm going to be picking a ladder. You see you got some discounts here as well. They got tons and tons of ladders, so I'm going to be picking one out here. All right, so looking at the ladders, it seems super cheap. Again, it's like 80 bucks, maybe less. Have a look at this thing. So I'm going to pick this thing up. It's like 80 bucks. You can't beat it. Tons and tons of really useful things here at Unidos. Everything you need, guys. Everything you need right here. And that's one of the pretty cool things about being here is you're able to go wherever you want, grab whatever you want right away. As you know, we have department stores showing up in Punta Cana as well. Not Punta Cana, Las Arenas, sorry. And that's going to make things like really, it's going to explode Las Arenas is my input, okay? Because you're going to have Las Arenas there, you're going to have Jumbo department store, you're going to have this. And Las Arenas has been missing this. So you're going to see explosion, guys. So those are, that's real. See, stuff like this I find really cheap. Like, look at this. You're paying way more for that in North America. So there's certain things you just pay so much less for. It's just mind-blowing. But yeah, I'm just getting a little wrist support deal. But I'm just noticing these prices are just great when it comes to items like this. Too with my ladder. All right, guys, there you go. You can see what it looks like and feels like. So 5,200 pesos plus 936 in tax. Okay, 936 in tax. That's 18% VAT tax. So let me explain. I'm gonna explain a couple things to you in an up and coming video on that. But you can see, guys, all that stuff. I just got all that stuff, everything in my cart right now. Okay, you know what was amazing? That main purpose of coming here on this trip to grab the hole saw or those drill bits to put the door in. Guys, that was $4. $4. That's an unbelievable price. All right, so next stop before we go to pick up L. Next stop we're gonna do is I'm gonna see if we can convert some Canadian money into pesos. I think that could be a good play for some of you Canadians. All right, we're off. Let's do it. Next here, we're gonna head to the currency exchange. This is a spot that I've gotten the best rates from, just as a heads up. However, I have to say Banco Santa Cruz, for some odd reason, I bank at Banco Santa Cruz and I'm at both those banks, and for some odd reason, I don't know how they achieve it, but Banco Santa Cruz just kills it when it comes to their currency exchange rate. It is just awesome. So keep that in mind, but I'm heading over here to the spot that you guys would probably go to when you come down. And I'm going to see if I can convert some Canadian. That's what's a little bit different about today's visit. So when you're leaving Unidos, this is where we go. You go out of Unidos, Cap Cana, Punta Cana Resorts to the right, Unidos to the left. On over there, I'm not sure. Here's San Domingo Motors. I talked to you guys about that before. You can see like that is done, operating full steam ahead there. All this stuff, guys, was sitting empty just a couple of years ago. There was nothing going on, and now there's nothing but. Now, you know what's even more amazing? Beyond this, back there, there's even more. It's all residential, more commercial, just like so much activity that is going on here in Punta Cana. And that's why we remain bullish about Punta Cana, because there's so much commercial growth. Like, look at this. It doesn't end. It continues and continues. That's why I want you guys to understand the market in its entirety, okay? Understand, like, when you look at Las Arenas, that's amazing. We love Las Arenas. Look at Punta Cana. Look at Cap Cana. Look at San Domingo. We're bringing you an amazing project, by the way, in San Domingo and Piantini. It is unbelievable. I'm going to launch that next week, so get ready for that one. That one's going to be great. Okay, so, yeah, there's so much. You have to understand it all, and you can't just take a biased view by someone that is just representing that specific market, okay? That's where you want to reach out to us. That's where the difference lies, is we'll kind of break it down. They're all amazing. But it all depends what you're looking for. And down this way, you can see more and more development, guys. That plaza, that's almost done. Here's City Center, that's off on the right. There's so much shit going on. I will blow your mind when you come down here. Okay. Here is, you know, the Seed is over here. You've got a project called the Plaza. You've got hotels. You've got the Hilton Garden coming up here. There's a lot of inventory, guys. But what's really important here is you got to be able to dissect it. You can't just look at all and be like, hey, buy. It's not a buy situation. It is, you really need to evaluate. You need to understand what it is you're looking at. You have to understand like what's driving you. Don't get caught in the emotion of it. Don't get excited. You get here, you get excited, you feel like you're missing the boat, and you have to invest right away. Don't avoid that emotion. I don't like that when my buyers get tripped up and feel like, you know, do or die, we're gonna miss the boat. There's no missing of the boat. This is gonna continue, it's gonna keep growing. Now look at this, where shit gets crazy. You get into Bavaro and look at this traffic. Carlos and myself talk about it all the time. We're not very pro on Bavaro, but this is where I'm going. This is where, there it is. You see, that's where we're going. We're going to Caseta. And they just put in these barriers too. These barriers are pretty interesting. Gonna make things a little bit more chaotic, maybe a little structured, but there's gonna be a lot of chaos around that. But thank God they don't have a barricade there. It would have killed me, but we're going right there to see if we can convert some Canadian into pesos. Nice North Americans just let me in. Here we go. It's nice and quiet in there. We're gonna see what this looks like and feels like, and let you know, play for you, converting the Canadian that you have. Maybe you bring over some Canadian. Can you stay here a lot? Want to convert that into pesos instead of going Canadian, USD to pesos. You're just losing. All right, let's go. Operation right there. There you go. You got to get that free coffee. It'll boost energy to get you through the day. Culture and vibe. Nobody knows anybody. Everybody's just talking to everybody. Everybody's talking about this guy, talking to this guy, this guy. It's kind of the vibe and energy in North America. Nobody talks to anybody. This is currency exchange. There's thousands of dollars all over the place. Everybody's just chit-chatting with each other. There you go, guys. It was awesome. It was so easy. And right here, Caseta. If you don't know the area too well, you're right here. This is like the epicenter. This is like Bavaro, where shit just hits the fan traffic wise, but it was worth the drive because I didn't know that I could come over here and do the conversion of Canadian to pesos, and that actually saved me a lot of money instead of going Canadian. Big shout out to Pat, you told me to do that. Pat, my business partner back in Canada. So Canadian to pesos instead of Canadian US pesos. Come and do it here, and guys, you can always talk to them if you're doing it a little bit larger amount. Then just ask them if they'll give you a better rate. They'll do it. Just be nice. And you know what? If they do give you a better rate, throw them a couple bucks. Give them a tip, because there's a tip jar right out front. But you can see the vibe, the energy. Nothing scary about being here in the DR, guys. That's what we're talking about. Everybody has this notion that it is, you know, absolutely so dangerous, and you got to be careful. You see those guys in there? They were just chit-chatting, talking to each other, didn't know each other, converting thousands of dollars. Nobody's paranoid. Nobody's uptight. You know, you have security out front. He has his gun. Nobody's freaking out, and that's the difference, the culture here. That's what I love about being here. That's why I love where I live, because it's not intense. Like, people are talking, they're enjoying each other. You have a coffee, high-fiving as they're leaving. And these are all business people. This isn't your run-of-the-mill type of person. This is someone that's converting thousands of dollars and, you know, chit-chatting with this guy, that guy. They're all joking around, and that is the Dominican Republic. All right, guys, hope today's run-through helped. I didn't find that little watch I wanted to find for Al, but I'm going to go look for that at Jumbo a little bit later on. But either way, guys, hopefully this, what I'm going to be doing here with you guys is I want to take you along to experience. I'm going to put you guys right here and lock you in. There you go. All right, let's drive and talk. I want you guys to be able to experience as much as possible with me, because I experience a lot of stuff during the course of the day, and I do a lot of things. I do a lot of different things. As you know, I was just in Canada. I think it's really important you understand who you're buying real estate from. You understand their expertise. You understand why would you pick. Buying real estate is something that is very personal. I find it to be very personal. You have to vibe and be in line mentally with the person, lifestyle wise as well, with the person that you're buying from. My whole life I've been, as you can see, as you're getting to know me here, we're go, and we're making things happen. Not just here, but also in Canada. But it's fun, it's exciting, and what a great place to grow as a person. What a great place to grow as a family. What a great place to grow your investments, okay? Can't say enough good stuff about the Dominican Republic. Send me that WhatsApp. Let's get started. Let's get you dialed in. Let me try to, here, join me for this. This will be fun. Let's see how this goes. Join me for this. I'm going to try to back out into traffic. But here, this is going to be a good example. Either you're going to see me get rear-ended, or you're going to see how people are nice. I'm just going to pull out and watch what they're going to do. They're not going to lay on the horn. Nobody's laying on the horn. I pulled right out into traffic. What'd they do? They just stopped and they let me go. Love it. Love where you live, guys. Thanks for coming along on this little ride. Hey, remember to visit the channel. I have a lot of cool properties on there. A lot of cool stuff happening over there. We got a really cool project coming to you from Santo Domingo in coming days. We're going to have a ton of footage from Las Serenas. And just exciting times. Thanks for coming along. Love where you live.